Start there. Yeah.
I'm Ryan Beam. I'm 13 years old, and I have ocular albinism, which is a genetic disorder. It's a visual impairment. Sometimes it can affect how I go through life. It's just the way I live, and I don't know anything else.
Hit 2 putts here. Get that confidence of knocking a couple putts in.
Golf, for me, it's a sport I love to play. I have no problem figuring out how to walk around the golf course. It's just figuring out where my ball is. I can't really see where the ball goes after I hit it. If I play with someone, they can help me find the ball every time, and I'm good to go.
The advantage I had since he was the 3rd child to have it in my family, I knew what to do. I knew how to get services. I knew the kinds of things that we needed to do to help him with his diagnosis. Here are things he can't do, and I know that, but let's focus on the things he can do.
Music is just a way to express yourself. It's more like a tool to use your imagination. I've never told my teacher this yet, but sometimes I don't really read the music anymore because I have it memorized. It's just easier for me to use my ear and my other senses to learn the music. My 2 cousins both have ocular albinism. Being with them, it makes me a lot more comfortable about it.
Growing up, I've always played sports, but once I got to around 12 and 13 years old, I realized that it would be a challenge for me to see the same things as my friends, but I've adapted in other ways. In the fall, I run cross country, and in the winter and the spring, I run track and field. My parents were great for helping me grow up to be a very adaptive person.
I think you really have to dig deep and realize that your child's going to react to the way you react. And if you react like your child is handicapped for life, your kid's going to be handicapped for life. Mack does not look at himself as handicapped.
So this is the bioptic lens. It's mounted on the top of prescription lens glasses. And when I get in the car, I can put these on. And while I'm driving, I can look through this lens up here called the bioptic. It allows me to have 20/30, 20/40 vision, and it lets me safely drive. I would love to study medicine. I'm looking to become a surgeon. I can see some surgical implements being used in the operating room. I can definitely see an advantage to where I already have practice with something like this.
So we knew prior to getting pregnant with Mack that we had a 50-50 chance of having a child with ocular albinism because of my nephew. They went to a hospital, had an absolutely horrific experience. They were told that he had an enlarged corpus callosum and that he would be mentally retarded severely at best.
We were told that he was blind. We were told that he had something wrong with his brain and he was going to have an IQ of 60. A geneticist came in to look at Alex, and then he said, "Can I look in your eyes?" And I was like, "Sure." Looks in my eyes and he said, "Your son has ocular albinism." And that started the journey of how you live with it and what you do and what it is. It'd be much easier if someone had been there to say, "Hey, here's some information you can use to make a lot of decisions or to make plans or how you're gonna do what you're gonna do." It would have changed a lot. I probably would have had another child sooner. I might have had a 3rd. I might have had 3 right in a row. But I didn't want to take a chance because I didn't have enough knowledge at the time.
I've actually expressed my guilt because I know I gave this to Mack. And one day he said to me, "Mom, don't ever feel guilty. This is me who I am. I'd be different if I didn't have this."
What I love is the fact that Ryan idolizes Mack. We had begun the conversations with Ryan about, we hope you can drive, but we don't know. Well, when Mack, with the bioptics, got his driver's license, it gave Ryan a lot of hope.
His time with Ryan is so different than his time with his own siblings. And I think they have this bond because of their visual impairment.
Ryan and I have had lots of talks, and I've given him lots of the same advice that Alex gave me. Just don't care what people say, while at the same time staying very positive and understanding that this limitation can offer new challenges and end up making me a better person in the future.
It just makes me feel like I'm not the only person alive that has ocular albinism. It's kind of a good thing to know.
Join other vision heroes at the Vision of Children Foundation to help discover cures for genetic childhood blindness and other vision disorders. Visit visionofchildren.org for more information.